Okay, so this is where I'm going to show you exactly how to make your own paper flower using the tutorial that you have purchased. So I'm going to go right through the directions and show you how to make your flower. So for the sake of time, I've already cut all of my petals. So now we're going to go to step 2, which is cut a slit to the center of the edge. So I'm just going to go like this and do like so. I'm not going to get too crazy with it. Then we're going to round the edges using like a glue stick, pencil, anything rounded you have. I usually take maybe like 3 at a time. And for this one, I kind of like to do 2 different edges. But you can just as easily do one down the middle or however you like. So, step 4, we're going to put the petals, so you can kind of do them curl side up or curl side down depending on the look of your flower. For this style flower, I like to do the curl side up. And we're going to do a small strip of glue. And then we're just going to a little bit overlap it. And that way when you glue it to your center, it kind of has this height and gives it a little bit of volume. So we're going to do this to them all. Around my second set. Actually, do this. Now I'm using the size 1, which is your biggest petal. If you're doing a smaller flower, you'll just start with whatever size you're doing and work your way in. So from here, we're going to take our center and we're going to start gluing the petals around. So I just use a little glue in the beginning, and you can always add more, but just in case you need to reposition, they're pretty flexible with having to rip them off and move them if you realize your petals are getting too close. And I just kind of make my way around. I want to overlap them, but not too tight, or else you're not going to have enough petals. Enough glue to make them all stay. You can always add more glue. And this last one, I kind of glue the whole thing because it needs to stick to both sides. And I kind of just go in, but really it's, you know, they're going to look great and full. So stick, stick, stick. Some extra glue here. And this is our first layer. So from here, we're going to go to template number 2, and we're going to do the same exact thing. We're going to cut, we're going to roll, then we're going to go around. We're going to do it with each layer we have until we get to layer 6. So I'm going to pop back. Okay, so we're almost finished. I have just my little bitty number 6 to go, but I wanted to mention that with your flower, the more you glue it in, see, the higher the petal goes. So if you just do a slight overlap in the beginning, you'll get a more larger flower. If you go taller, then you'll get a more 3D, higher flower. So what I like to do is for the outer ones, I just do a slight overlap, and then as I get more in the middle, I go more overlap so that it's taller. So I'm just going to finish this up. With my last layer. And then all we have left is the palm center. And as you can see, this is the large flower. So this is template 1 through 6. Now to make the center, if you purchase the already cut kit, then you'll already have this cut in half. And if you didn't, then you just have the template. And you're going to take a piece of paper, fold it hot dog style. Then you're going to cut it. You just need 1/2. And fold it again. Then you're going to take, I didn't do a very good job with that. That's okay. And you're going to take the folded part where it's creased, and you're going to start cutting slits through it, but not to make it all the way through because you don't want to lose it. So you're just going to do little slits all the way across. Try to keep them pretty tight so it looks like a full palm center. And this is how we're going to get that pretty poofy center. Doesn't have to be perfect. All the lines don't have to measure up. You're really not going to notice once you're rolled it up and it's done. But just do your best. Okay, now you're going to take it and you're going to roll it up. Try to keep it circular roll. It'll kind of start to poof out on its own. That's okay. You're trying to keep it pretty tight though, you can see. And then kind of squish it so it's flush. You're going to glue the edges so it stays put, and then you're going to glue a ton in the middle, and then you're going to plop it right in the center. And I should have done this before, but you're just going to kind of scrunch it to make it fill that center. And there you go. That is our full